Hello, welcome to the first episode of GouldFish on Gaming, a series where I plan to talk about computer games, gaming hardware, as well as game development. I've been a game developer for the past almost 10 years, and I've worked on some of the worst games you can imagine. I'm joking, really. But I have learned a lot in those years, and feel that I can share my knowledge a bit. I've also got vast range of hardware, going from the old 8 bits to 16 bits to some of the more modern gaming hardware we've got today. So I want to share some of that. And so in this first episode, I want to share with you the first game I put into my PC when we got it. That game came as part of the entertainment pack in our computer. And in that pack we got some office software, we got a whole bunch of demos, got a couple of full games, and we got this other CD. This came in a jewel case, but it was Interplay's classic collection. I played this a lot, mostly because it was one of the first games I got, but also because it had games that were reasonably different to what I'd been playing on my Amiga up until that point. And so, without further ado, I'm going to show you the game. So we're going to start this adventure with the Russian 6-pack. 6 games based on arcade classics. I'm only going to show a few of these, but they're some of my favourites or some truly horrifying ideas. So the first one is Flying Pictures, where you've got to throw your picture across the screen to collect the pictures and to move forwards. The more you collect, the more time you get, but if you make a mistake, you get a screaming baby. Why a screaming baby? I don't know. But as you go forward, you've got to try and collect more and more of the pictures to gain more energy, which in this case is really just time, and you collect more time by picking up the small child at the bottom of the screen there. Yet another weird sound effect. You can pause the game, you can look at its options, but this game also different from the others that you can change the tile sets. This also thankfully changes sound effects so you don't have to hear the screaming baby. The next game I'm going to show you is Fast String, which is actually probably my favourite game in the whole set. The idea is that you have to connect pegs in a loop to gain more time to continue playing. The time is constantly trickling down, and so you have to make these connections to gain more time. As you go on, you go through the levels, and as each level goes on, the speed increases, the amount of pegs that it throws at you increases, and so you get more options, but you have to start thinking quicker and quicker to make these connections. It's a very straightforward but ultimately very fun little puzzle game. You're never sure where you're going to be able to make your next connection, so you're constantly looking around the screen. You can manually speed the game up if it's going a bit too slow for you, and you're always on edge, which makes for a really fun and entertaining little game. I played this one a lot because it was just that pure essence of puzzle gaming distilled down, what basically Tetris also did. The next game is Master of Bombs, a take on Tetris and Puyo Pop and Gem Fighter, where you have to join the grenades together with those little yellow pegs to form chains. Bigger and bigger chains give you bigger and bigger sets of points. But the idea is that you can't just set the bombs off at any time. You have to try and build up these chains to hopefully have something ready for when a pin drops. When the pin drops and hits your grenade, they explode, taking any ones that are connected with it. Because you never know when the pin is going to come. If you play it in the default mode like this, you have to be prepared. And you can build up these massive, great big chains quite easily. You can also change it so you can actually see what's coming up in Tetris sort of style. Here we can see we've got a pin coming up, which, because I hit down on the keyboard, flew down before I knew what was coming. You've also got an emergency pin, which you can use if you're getting into a tough spot. This concludes my quick take on the Russian six-pack. We've got a few more games to come. So the next game is a version of Solitaire. Now everyone knows you're playing Solitaire. This version differs from the built-in Windows one in a few ways. It gives you more options in both types of games you can play. As you can see here, there's a huge list of built-in ones. Currently I'm on Spider Solitaire, but we can set it back to standard Klondike game. But we've also got quite a few extra options and alternative rules. We've also got a number of different card styles, some better than others, and also a number of board types. Again, some better than others. This one makes it almost impossible to really see what you're doing. So we'll set it back to a more simpler deck type and a simpler board type so we can actually see what's going on. The game also has tours where you have to complete a set number of games in a row. This is golf, which is not one I played too much of. So we've got one of 9 games that we have to play through. We've got to try and get a top score by the end of it. But we can easily end a tour by just selecting a different game style, such as Spider. That concludes the Windows games that came on this collection. On top of that, the CD also contained a number of DOS games, which initially I had no idea about. But here they are. The first is the classic 5 board games that we all know and all played. The next game, well, I'll let him introduce it himself.
Welcome to Omar Sharif on Bridge.
Yes, Bridge and Omar Sharif.
North commences the bidding.
He teaches you how to play the game and has full voiceover through the whole thing. I have no idea who this is really aimed for. So before I go, I have to talk about the marketing spiel on the back of the box, because in this instance, it's amazing. So it starts off with, you're about to embark on a new exciting journey, one that will fill you with a sense of wonder and discovery. Light and sound will mix a kaleidoscope to thrill you as never before. At Interplay, we believe in creating a new experience such as this requires more than just the latest advances. Technology simply provides us with new tools to invent a product that is bigger, better and more exciting than anything we have ever done before. And CD-ROM provides with a larger canvas which to create our vision. What makes this title unique is how we've used this new medium to develop an entertaining product. Our approach is similar to an integrated Hollywood studio where we combine the talents of many creative individuals, writers who put thoughts into words, artists who give those words an image, musicians who enhance the image with sound, and programmers who magically combine technology with art to make it a reality. Our producers challenge all to create the product that will bring many hours of quality entertainment. Every step of the way our staff is totally dedicated to this goal, but all of the efforts would be in vain if you should have a problem, however minor, with your purchase. Your satisfaction is very important, and our customer service department is here to help, so please put them to task. So this has been the GouldFish and that was the first episode of GouldFish on Games.